welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Henrii. I am so grateful for this week, y'all. I am 20 weeks already but I wanted to go ahead and give a first recap of my first trimester. Okay. Anyway, before I get into the video, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for being with me and waiting on me and giving me so much love on my last video and the last couple of videos. I think there's gonna be 2 videos before this one, but I just want to say thank you so much for all the love. Keep it coming. I love it. Like, subscribe, share, let your family know about me. Let's get this channel popping. Thank you guys so much, and let's get into the video. Alright, first trimester. If you don't know what first trimester is, it's like from the first week to week 13, I believe. Yes, 13 or 14, that's first trimester. So my symptoms, you guys, I've been so lucky. Like, this whole pregnancy journey, it's just been like amazing. I haven't felt sick. I haven't felt like, oh my gosh, what's going on with my body. I just have felt like, okay, I'm pregnant. You get what I mean? So the only thing that, if you see me looking down, I'm actually looking at my little notebook here, and it has a big H, you know, for Henrietta. Anyway, so the first symptom that I started having immediately I found I was pregnant was heavy bloating. Oh Lord Jesus Christ, bloating. I've never had that ever in my life. Like, you know when you eat beans, and by beans I mean like Nigerian beans with like palm oil and everything, and we eat beans at night. You know that bloating beans gives. Now think about that times like 5. That's the kind of bloating I was having. Like, it was just heavy. I was just so uncomfortable. I'm like, oh my god, please, what is inside my stomach? Like, I can't breathe. Like, this, my tummy was so tight. Oh, please, the bloating was too much in my first trimester, I swear. But to be fair, I had no, like, I did not vomit for anything. I didn't even have one day that I was like, okay, I'm going to throw up today. None, which was like amazing to me because I hate throwing up. Like, I just hate the feeling of just that one. The worst part is when you're trying to throw up and nothing is coming out. So god, I know this is like TMI for some of you guys, but I hate it. So I was praying to God before I got pregnant. I'm like, God, please, don't want to throw up this pregnancy. Please, not even in any of my trimesters, just please don't let me throw up. And I didn't throw up through my first trimester, you guys. I am so happy. It never happened for me. Like, that's great. The next one was I did have mild nausea. So as much as I didn't throw up and I didn't vomit or anything, I did have nausea. So nausea is just kind of like, just, you know, when you smell something and it's like, ugh, it's like in your throat, like, ugh. I don't like what that smell is. That's kind of like that's kind of nausea that I had. So it was just like here and there. I think maybe one time at night I just kind of felt that kind of nauseating feeling, but it was very, I think I can only remember like twice it happened. One time at work and then one time at home. Other than that, that was in terms of like just feeling nauseous or throwing up or anything, it was very, like, very, very, very mild. Alright, the third one. So normally I have mood swings on a daily like basis. Like, normally my mood kind of changes throughout, which is like, I just don't know, but I definitely noticed, and my husband told me to. He's like, what's going on with your mood, because you're not acting normal. But yeah, I definitely had mood swings a lot my first trimester. I think in the morning I was like, just waking up, I just felt fresh and renewed. I'll take a shower, get to work, I will be great, active. Come back at night and it's like don't talk to me. I just want to eat and like lay down and be by myself. And it was just it was a lot of mood swings here and there my first trimester. So that one I definitely caught myself on that one. I'm like, dang girl, like, this is not even you. This is not you. Number 4, I had mild headaches. My headaches were like, you know when you finish plaiting your hair, like you finish getting braids, and then that night, not that night, but like the next night, when it's like okay, you're settling into the pain of the braids, then the second night is like, okay, I think I'm good. So my headaches were like the first night of after getting braids. That was what the headaches I was having were. It felt like, and I don't know if you can relate, but if you're African or if you even get braids in general, I'm sure you can relate to me. Not less braids, the regular braids. So yeah, I definitely got headaches. And headaches are not new to me. I want to say headaches are kind of like my sickness or illness. I mostly have headaches. If I'm ever ill for anything, it's either a headache or something, or like my nose. Like I always have like bad allergies. So headache was not really new to me in terms of, oh my gosh, like I'm pregnant so I have a headache. It was just more of like, oh okay, like it's just a headache that's coming. So yeah, I definitely had mild headaches. And you guys, the next symptom, so this is number 5 now, right? My boobs were full. They were like really tender, like, you know when you like touch something that's tender? That's how my boobs felt. I mean, I guess it's normal, like, okay. But yeah, my boobs are really full, and I think, you know, when like your period is coming and you feel that, I mean, as a woman, you kind of know what's going on in your body when your period is about to come, so you feel that tenderness. So it definitely had like, it was like hard rock. Like if I just even do like this, maybe I just do film by mistake, just, you know, just my hand just passes my boobs like this, pain. Like it's just like, Jesus Christ, what is this? Like hard rocks and tenderness everywhere, and it just was very unpleasant. I was just like, the second to last thing I wrote down while I was in my first trimester was tiredness. So I was extremely tired all the time, like all the time. I was tired from coming back from work to making something to eat to just even lying. I was even tired of lying down. Like I was just always tired. So yeah, that's definitely one of the symptoms that if you're trying to get pregnant or if you're currently in your first trimester, I'm sure you have similar symptoms like I did. Tiredness is one of them, just extra tired for just no reason. For cravings, so my first trimester I started craving like really sweet foods, and I'm not really a sweet, like I don't really have well, I kind of have a sweet tooth, but not really. Like something sweet is not like the first thing that I would go for. Like I would go for something more savory. But I found myself like reaching for sweet foods, especially like Fanta, like chilled Fanta, canned Fanta. If it has to be specifically canned Fanta, I just did not want bottled Fanta. I just like the, like, you know, the feeling of cold drink when you like, especially cold canned drink, you now open it, you now hear that psst. Heaven to me, I swear. I would get candy. I wanted Fanta all the time. At work, I always just wanted like cookies, like just something that I can munch on that was sweet. And then I always like, my husband loves grapes. Oh my gosh, there's always like grapes in my house. So I'm like, okay, I started eating grapes. At the point I was like, babe, I'm tired of this grape. Like it's sweet, but I can't eat it every day. So I started like just looking for something sweet. So anything that was sweet, I put my hands on there and I was eating it. So yeah, I guess I was really craving like sweet food in my first trimester. Okay, so first doctor visits. It was very interesting because, you know, we went over my history, like my medical history, and you know, everything. I'm fairly healthy. Like, I mean, I don't do drugs, I don't do none of that. So she went ahead and said, okay, I'm about to check your cervix. And I'm like, okay? Is it like a pap smear, or like are you actually going in, like what's happening? So she's like, okay. So she wore her gloves, and she said it's gonna feel kind of weird, but just make sure you're breathing, and I'm just gonna have to check your cervix, make sure everything is there, like everything, not everything is there, but everything feels and looks okay. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like preparing my mind. I'm like, okay, this is going to be like a pap smear, like just a regular pap smear that you, when you go to your OBGYN for like your woman yearly visit, like this is about to be fine. All of a sudden, I just felt something, like it was like her whole palm, like her whole like fist was like in my lady parts, and I'm like, whoosh. Okay, I wasn't ready for this. Like, okay, I guess this is what they mean by checking your cervix. I just never had that experience ever in my life, and it's weird, but it's fine. Like, I get it, it's cool. So I'm just over there like breathing while this woman is like inside. Let me just say she was just inside, and just, you know, putting her hand in, trying to check, you know, everything was fine. So she said, yeah, my cervix is great, and I was like, awesome, get your hand out of my body, like it's done. So it was quite an interesting one. Other than that, I asked a lot of questions. You know, I'm lactose intolerant, so I take lactate pills anytime I have to take like anything with lactose inside. So ice cream, yogurt, anything of that sort, I have to take my lactate pills before. If not, I get really bad diarrhea. This is TMI, you guys, but I mean, it is what it is. We're all human beings. I get really bad diarrhea, or I get bloated, or my tummy just gassy, and it's just terrible. So I asked her if it's okay for me to take while I'm pregnant, because I don't want anything to happen to my baby. You know, just ask her questions, any kind of questions. I'm not a big coffee drinker, so I knew like staying away from coffee would be easy peasy. I don't even drink coffee in the first place. I drink tea, however. Tea is my thing. So, you know, I just asked her general questions. Also, you definitely want to ask about like intimacy and stuff, and if it's okay, you know, because I mean, people get scared when they're pregnant, and they just don't want to like cross that bridge, and they're like, I don't want to hurt my baby if something is poking somewhere. And you know, feel free to ask questions. Like, you guys, your body as a woman, your body is changing, and you're feeling, you don't even know what your body is going through, and when you start feeling all these things, it's like, I don't know how I feel right now, and I want to make sure that first of all my baby is fine. So definitely take advantage of that first visit you have. You are not going to see your doctor until you at least when I say at least twice, until you are probably like 9 weeks, and then I didn't have an ultrasound in my, oh yeah, I had a first trimester ultrasound just to make sure that my baby was there. Well, yeah, to definitely see my baby, and then also see my baby's heartbeat. It's amazing. So oh, it was amazing. So that was a good day for me and my husband Oi. And we got to see our little peanut. I take pictures in my first trimester because I don't know, like my body was changing. I was getting used to being pregnant, and I was like, oh, I just don't feel like taking any pictures at all. So if I find any picture, I will post it right here. Okay, you've seen that we've done. Alright guys, we have come to the end of this first trimester recap video. I hope you liked it. I did not want this to be too long because it's really just my experience so far, and I just want to document this because I want to actually go back and watch how everything unfolded for me. This is one of my life's dream. Like, I'm literally living my dream right now. I've always wanted to become a mom. I've always wanted to have kids, and this is my first child, and I just want to make sure that I'm doing everything correctly. So, and I'm also documenting my journey for you guys to watch. See, you can tell that my content is going to be transitioning to a more motherhood lifestyle kind of content. So just stick with me. This is the things that I personally want to show the world and I want to create. So if it's something that you're interested in, please go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. One more time, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody, and you guys, stay honestly yourself. Stay honestly yourself. I love you guys. Mwah.